boys. I have a lot of feelings about this section. Hi guys, it's Bella and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a little like sit down advice video, and this is going to be how to survive high school. So I'm actually really excited for this video because honestly I wish that when I started high school I saw a video with the advice that I'm going to give you guys in it today, because I feel like it would have changed a lot of stuff for me and just made my experience better in general. Let's get started. I have my little list that I wrote down because I'm that type of person. I wanted to start with academics, so like college prep / grades, just like academics in general. Number one is do an extracurricular. So even if this takes time away from like studying for a school class, you must do an extracurricular. This is very important for like college applications, which I know can seem like really far away, especially if you're like a freshman or something, but it comes up way faster than you think it will, believe me. Being like a successful student is not all about academics and grades. It's about like being well-rounded. Do an extracurricular or 2 or 3, whatever. Whatever you want, really. Next is to take the hardest classes that your school offers. So at my school we didn't have any AP classes, we just had 2 honors classes, which were like history and English, I think. But take classes then that are more difficult than your comfort level, because even if you don't do super well in those classes and you get like so grades, it shows that you really care about pushing yourself and learning new things, and that is just as important as getting new grades. Because if you take a really hard class and you get like a B-, that's the same as taking a really easy class and getting an A, and people who are looking at your college applications will know that too. So don't be afraid to take those hard classes. The next one is something that I wish I did but didn't, and that is ask a lot of questions and ask for help. But I was always like scared, especially like freshman and sophomore year, to ask questions because I was afraid like,
oh, like the teacher will think I'm like stupid or something, which
no, that's not a thing. And if you do, like your other classmates will probably thank you because they probably have the same question and they're too afraid to ask it. So if you ask questions, it really shows the teachers that you're interested in the class and that you want to know more. And that's just super important, especially if they're gonna like write you a recommendation letter or something. So ask questions and also ask for help if you need it. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. That also shows initiative and that you care about your learning. So definitely do that. To keep in mind that the colleges take into account what your high school is. So colleges know that not all high schools have the same opportunities and the same classes available to all of their students. So don't freak out if your school like isn't the best. Just do what I said before, take the hardest classes to show that you still care and want to do the hard work, even if your school doesn't offer a lot of advanced classes or advanced opportunities. So yeah. So for grades in general, I wrote down to just do a little bit of work every single day. And this is something I started doing like kind of like end of sophomore year to like senior year, is doing your like a little bit of work every day so that you don't get overwhelmed and have to do a ton of like homework and projects and everything on like the weekends or something. Just do like a little bit of work every day, like half of your math assignment and then like a little bit of reading. If you just break it up into smaller chunks, it makes it so much more manageable. Also, this is just a general like PSA. Your grades do matter in freshman year, and I don't want you to freak out if like freshman year already happened for you and like it wasn't the best. Don't worry, okay? It's not the end of the world, because this is something that I learned and I wish I knew, is that if you have like a bad year of grades and you're applying to college, they look at for an upward trend in grades. So for example, if you like didn't do that well your freshman year, like you were kind of struggling with academics, that's okay as long as you like learn from that and get better and better as you go on. Is to use Schmoop and Quizlet. But I think that's such an important tool to, if you don't understand something you're reading or you just need like a quick overview, definitely use Schmoop. Like, everyone does it. It's so helpful. And also use Quizlet. I found this was especially helpful for like French and like language classes. And then also in senior year, I had a bio class that was so hard. You can hear my dog. Having a Quizlet that I like shared with my friend that we both put all our terms on was so helpful. So definitely use Quizlet, use different study apps, whatever works for you. Okay, let's get into some more tea. Oh my god, my dog is not okay. Dog, are you okay? I think a car drove by and she's like not having it. Anyway. Okay, let's get into the next section, which is boys. I have a lot of feelings about this section, so let's just get into it. I just have a couple things written down because like I do not consider myself an expert in any capacity, but this is very important. You do not need a boyfriend. Just like let that sink in. If you guys haven't heard this before, like let me just like repeat it because I think it's very important. And the word is need. You do not need to have a boyfriend in high school. Honestly, you don't need to have a boyfriend ever, I don't think. It just depends if you want to and if like the timing is right and you meet someone you really like. But yeah, I don't think you need to have a boyfriend. A lot of people in high school have this weird stigma about like,
I need to have a boyfriend to be like popular and be happy.
And I don't think that's true at all. After you graduate, you'll be like, wow, that did not matter at all. So. Okay, I know this is very short, but let's move on to the next section, which is like friends and social life kind of scene. So you won't have the same friends that you did before. Not because like anything bad will happen, just because this is like a time when you're like
growing and stuff.
That's so weird to say. But you will grow apart from people and that's totally normal and totally okay. And I know that's like kind of scary sometimes, but you will find different people because in different stages of life you're going to be friends with different people, you're going to talk to different people, and that's okay. Also for friends stuff, this kind of goes with like the extracurricular thing, but join something outside of school so that you have like a different circle of friends. And this is a really great way to make very close friends, I think, because when you're in like a community or like a club or something that all likes the same thing, you already have a common interest, which obviously is not guaranteed in school like at all. Like everyone just has to be there. I think that was a really great way to make close relationships and make new friends. So also, it is okay to not be around people all the time. I had a really hard time with this like in freshman year, if I'm gonna be like completely honest, is that I had this idea that if I wasn't like constantly surrounded by people, then other people would like judge me for being by myself, and you guys, that's not a thing. And I know it can be very hard to overcome because I'm still kind of working on it and I've already graduated high school, but just know that it is okay to be by yourself. And no one's gonna judge you for that, and if they do, they obviously have their own insecurities about it. Okay, so these next tips are for like yourself, I guess. This one is very passive aggressive, but I think it's more of like a personal thing. This is for like style. Please don't wear pajamas to school. I'm really sorry if I like offended anyone by saying that. Basically what I'm trying to say, like the heart of this is that high school is the perfect time to explore your fashion, like your style, your interests, what you like to wear. And I say you should just try new things, new outfits, new looks to find what you really like, because now is the perfect time to do that before you go into college. And yeah, so just explore your style to find what works for you. Is it is okay to have a hobby. And I know that sounds kind of random, but I started my channel, I don't even, sophomore year? I don't know. But anyway, I started my channel while I was in high school, and I was so excited about it because it was something that I really loved doing and I had so much fun doing. I think that people in my community and people I knew simply didn't understand it because they weren't interested in the same thing. And that's okay because everyone has different interests. But I think it's really important that if you have like a unique hobby or like you want to start a channel or like, I don't know, maybe you really like painting or anything really, you should do that because if it makes you happy, you should 100% do it. And this sounds really cheesy, but like don't let people not understanding it hold you back or like them not liking it, because it's for you, and if it makes you happy you should go for it. And also like tying back to the college application piece, this is like also important. Colleges love unique hobbies, and the earlier you start doing it, like the better. Like if you do it all 4 years of high school, that's amazing. Like if you just realize you love something now, start doing it now. Like don't hold back and just do it, because colleges will love that and it will make you happy and give you an outlet to just be yourself. And I think that's really important. Yeah, I think that's actually the end of all of the stuff I have on my list right now. So yeah, I really hope that this helped you in some way. Maybe you could show this to like your sibling or something if they're going into high school. But this is my experience. Take everything I say with a grain of salt, but if it helps you, that's awesome, because that's why I made this video. And yeah, basically I just really hope this video helped you out in some way, and if it did, don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe. That would make me so happy. I'm going to be starting college, like I said, like 4 times. I'm going to be doing like vlogs and like move-in day and packing videos, and I'm so excited. So if that sounds like something you would like, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, oh my god, I just talked so much. I'm like tired now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!